Yo, welcome to SuperRad podcast number 2. I'm Tooth.
And I'm Nick.
And we got Castlevania Symphony of the Night going on in the background right now for the music. I've been playing this a lot. I just got back into it, and we lost the color on the screen. My TV is color / black and white. The tubes are broken or messed up in the back, and they go from color to black and white, which is pretty funny. I've been playing this a lot because I just got back into it recently, like I said.
For a game this good, you gotta push through adversity.
Yeah, it just sucks because the backgrounds are so beautiful, and playing it in black and white is like
definitely taken away.
And we have color again. All right, here we go.
Now we're really excited.
And now we're back. Yeah, right. Also, one of the best soundtracks, I would say, for the PlayStation and in all of video game history, honestly. Besides this game, what games, Nick, do you think that not necessarily are the best soundtracks, but the soundtrack makes the game? Like, without the soundtrack, the game isn't as compelling. It might not be the best soundtrack, but it just aids the game so much.
Right.
Because for me personally, Silent Hill series, without that insane, just raw industrial going on, like, and the police siren, or like that, I guess the tornado siren
And drones.
Yeah, when you go to the other world or whatever, that just aids the game so much.
I hate to give such an easy answer, but I can't talk about video game music without talking about the entire Final Fantasy series.
Yeah.
I can't do it. And even though those would be great games in their own right, without the aid of the soundtrack, it's, for me, the two will always just be so linked. When I think about it, there's no way to separate the two for me, so that's up there.
Yeah, because even on 8-bit Final Fantasy 1, I mean, the first time you hear the battle music, the first time you win that,
yeah,
like, it's that triumphant that even in 8-bit, that it just sticks with you.
It really does.
And it, like I said, like, it aids the game so much, and it makes the game that much more enjoyable.
Another thing where I feel it aids the gameplay is Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2 for Sega Genesis, because I don't know. I personally think Sega had better sound than Super NES.
Whoa.
That's maybe not better music, but better sound.
Okay, alright, okay. I can agree with that.
I know that's blasphemous.
No,
to some people.
No, better sound, yeah. Better music, I don't think so. But no, yeah, I think you're right with better sound.
Some of the music really aided the gameplay in there, just because it, I don't know, added to the whole just ambient effect that the game had of, speeding up at certain times.
Yeah, and slowing down.
Sprites had never moved like that before.
Less processing.
Yeah, it was just, the whole thing just, made a different kind of side scroller that was just sort of mind blowing when I was young, and still kind of now when you think about the context of the time.
Oh yeah. Imagine how stoked you were the first time, like, you got to the casino level and you just, like, heard that riffing, and like the mine too. Yeah,
the mine from 2 and Casino Night Zone.
Yeah.
I mean,
everyone knows that song.
It made the world and the environment what it was.
Yeah.
And 16-bit, they got the most they possibly could out of it, in my opinion.
Yeah. Some other ones that I think really aided. And actually, Chrono Trigger, which is, in my opinion, another one of the best soundtracks of all time.
That's a great soundtrack.
But it just, the amount of...
There's mood music in there.
Right, the amount of depth and emotion.
Telling you how to feel. Yeah.
Exactly, the amount of depth and emotion in it. And another one that's, I think, is kind of underrated. Underrated in the fact that if you go online and you type in, say, like, video game covers, you're going to get Mega Man, you're going to get a lot of 8-bit stuff that bands cover. But...
Shtick.
Yeah, right. But a lot of people, except for, like, the core group that are, like, really obsessed with this game, really kind of ignore the soundtrack, is Earthbound. Like, that is just, there's so many, what you were saying, like mood music, there's so many pieces in that game that set the mood so perfectly that it sucks you into the game. Like it takes you right in, and you're locked in.
Yeah, let's forget your surroundings a little bit, like reading a book or something.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know, that's why I say it's underrated. I mean, like I said, online, the people that love Earthbound love the soundtrack.
Yeah, but it's not music you hear get raved about.
Exactly, yeah. It's not
like your stereotypical Final Fantasy.
Yeah, or Mega Man 2.
Yeah.
Like everyone knows Mega Man 2. So yeah, it doesn't hurt that, like I said, we are playing Symphony of the Night, which does have one of the raddest soundtracks ever.
You can't not talk about music and video games when this is getting played.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible.
Yeah, the orchestral depth of this soundtrack and just actually the sheer number of tracks on this is just staggering.
Yeah, the number of tracks is something that wasn't going on a whole lot.
Not at all. They were one of the first to really, Konami was one of the first to really showcase, I guess, the power of like the PS1 in terms of music, and yeah, it shows. It holds up today like it was made today. It's amazing and always will be. So yeah, because I didn't want to go into best soundtracks ever, because we'll have a whole nother show on that.
No, that's
I'm sure that a lot of people will be. We'll have a little bit of a larger panel for that, so...
Yeah, that's an opinion generator, for sure.
Yeah, and then we'll probably put a poll also on the Facebook page so we can hear your votes for your guys' best soundtrack ever to a video game.
Gonna try to have lots of polls, so hope you're ready to be heard.
Yeah, and hopefully we're going to be releasing these podcasts once a week. We're not going to release them as we record them, because it will be kind of overload. So we're going to shoot for a once a week release for the podcasts once we get them all on the computer and edited and everything. And then we're going to start with the videos, and then you guys can check out facebook.com/SuperRad and youtube.com/official SuperRad for updates. So make sure you guys keep checking those for updates. Subscribe, like the page, all that nonsense.
And participate if you want to.
Yeah, especially with the polls, because we're just doing things that we like. So we want to hear from you guys and what you want to hear us talk about, what you guys want to see. So yeah, participate. Only make the show better. So I'm trying to think what else I've been playing lately. Oh, I haven't went into Resident Evil 2 with the Leon B side mission. That's the one with Mr. X. Or what do you and Drew call him?
Childhood memory of calling him Silvermane.
Silver.
And I am not sure how that started.
I was just going to ask what the backstory, because he doesn't have like silver hair or anything.
I want to preemptively tell you that I don't remember how that started. Or maybe we just never knew.
Yeah. Which is scarier, I want to say, than the main mission. Because he just shows up.
Oh, he just kind of runs up on you.
Yeah.
Precursor to Nemesis, except even less expected most of the time.
Yeah, there's no musical cue.
No, there isn't.
The musical cue gets dropped after you run into him. You'll turn a corner and he's just there. Just like posted up in the trench coat. And it's so scary. And whatever you do, it doesn't hurt him. Like, I sat there like I only had like a handgun or something, and it was a blasting away. Nothing.
And that also just made me think of something kind of funny, how... I don't know, just something from a video game sticks with you, and that's still like a colloquialism or something that me and him and our little circle of friends when we were little kids still say to this day, because we remember how much of an effect it had on us then, and that's pretty neat.
Yeah, because when I popped in Resident Evil 2, he said something about Silvermane, I was like, what the hell is that? And then he had to explain it to me, which is really funny.
Video game nicknames, they're real, and they stick around for a long time.
Yeah. Even if you can't remember how they were generated.
Even if there wasn't a reason in the first place.
Yeah, no rhyme or reason. But yeah, I always thought Alucard was... Well, I mean, Alucard is Dracula backwards. But
that's very true.
I always thought he was Dracula when I was little.